Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So I have some interesting news here. Um, Good morning, PR. Yes, I did see Neural run yesterday. Someone on Discord, NWG had messaged me, and I saw that. That was one big move there. Sweetest trade. Good morning. No, I did not take away money from my account. Unfortunately, I had a heavy position there. I was obviously extremely long on Nvidia, and we had this massive pullback. So I was heavily exposed. I had about half of my account on Nvidia there, and we had this massive pullback. So basically, that took me out in 3 days. I was a little bit overexposed. I was um, I was exposed even more on my account, so this downturn could have been even more brutal. Basically, I started this account with 49,000, so I'm pretty much flat, and I'm back on the grind. So that's kind of what happened there, sweetest trade. So I'm back to step one. That took me about 3 months to rally up to 100, 110. And now it's gonna probably take me until the end of the year before I can get it back up to 100. So yeah, that was very poor management on my side. I knew I had most of the move already on Nvidia. I traded since the stock split, and I knew I had most of the move. I was just being extremely greedy, and the market will teach you a lesson there. So that's what happened. I have some news here. Let me open these charts. This is an options model that I have that measures options volume and call activity in comparison to the Nasdaq. And yesterday that we had that pullback, the market can be brutal. Yes, I know better, but I was just overconfident, and you get blindsided when you have high conviction. I still think Nvidia is gonna go back up and make all-time highs within the next month, but I'm done trading that. I can't afford to take another shot at it. So I'm gonna basically just come back and start all over here and work my way back up, just like how I did in the beginning. Just 1 second. Making some quick trades here. Let me put we might see a down day today. Let's look at Nasdaq futures, and we might get a pullback. So before so let me go back to these models. Just some interesting data, just to look at. This is a model I was talking about that compares the options volume, calls inputs, and comparison to the Nasdaq. So we saw a peak yesterday here and a pullback. Last time we had a nice peak was around May 12th, and we had like a 14% rally. And we had another peak here, higher high. and a pullback. Not to say that that's the end of it, and we're going to have a rally for the next few weeks, but it is an interesting model that tends to be pretty correct. Here we saw another peak here, and we did see a nice rally there for a few months there. Now, if this is a pandemic lows here, if we do get a crossover, we're going to have a massive sell-off. Not to say that we're going to, but right now, options is telling us that people are buying the dip and markets might go higher. That was one quick drawback there. That was only 3 days. That was pretty fast. So it's going to be interesting to see if we do rally for the next few weeks, just with this 3 day pullback. I'm not feeling too confident, but this is what the options market is telling us. This is, let me pull up the calendar here. This was Friday peak, and then this was yesterday. Oh no, this is Monday's peak. Sorry, this was yesterday. So it looks like things are cooling off, and just one interesting chart to look at. That's to keep in mind. Now here's another one. Another interesting chart. This is a chart here, hedge fund exposure. So we're seeing a reading here of 0.378, and once we get readings of above 0.25 here, above 25%, you start getting annualized return of 1.4 for the year, 19% of the time. So right now, hedge funds are also pretty exposed, just like the rest of us. They bought the dip here. You can see aggressive dip buying there. And when you get hedge funds coming in here, you can see what the market does previously. And when you get excessive buying there, also hedge fund exposure, you get slower returns here. Back in, this is September, October of 2018, you had a decline here for about 3 months. And then we had this hedge fund exposure here pretty elevated back here in 2019, May, what is this, like around August, July of 19. And he kind of had a sideways trading here and nothing too exciting. And then time before that was here, end of December 19. And then you still had a nice rally when you had this hedge fund exposure. So potentially this could still go higher, and we can still rally some more for a few more weeks. So something to pay attention to when you get hedge fund exposure between 0 and 25, which is here and here. You get 11.9% annualized return 51% of the time, and when it's below 0, you get 15.2% annualized return 30% of the time. So just some statistics there of hedge fund exposure, just to be aware of when you get these dips. So today is the deadline there for Churchill Capital voting. Churchill Capital voters, make sure to Churchill Capital shareholders, make sure to vote today and vote there for that merger. I do have a position here on Wish. So gonna keep a close eye on Wish going forward. We're seeing some green here, looking pretty decent there. We're seeing a nice bounce. I should have swing traded this. I did buy some coin yesterday. I did buy it at a good price, and it gapped up today. That would have been a nice one today. So the party continues here. Yeah, Nvidia, sure enough, 191. They gave it, I think analysts gave it a price target of 235 with the new stock split. So we might see another push higher there on Nvidia. LTH Livent here. LTHM here squeezing higher. This is one that we were looking at yesterday. I pulled up. Let's take a look at Envis. This is another momentum stock here that likes to run. Making some trades here. So AMC at 44. Wow. Let's take a look at AMC. AMC at 44, bouncing nicely there. Wow. The party continues. I left it for dead after 40, came back down to 30, and squeezing here. Wow, what a move there. $3 move there on Livent Corporation, LTHM. It hit a low of around 1680, and now it's at 1970. $3 move there in 3 days from Monday's low. I did draw this support line here, and sure enough, it hit it perfectly. I drew it after this pullback there on Friday, and sure enough, it worked like a charm. What some technicals there. IWM here, inching higher, looking good. So looking good. Let's see some of the best action. S&P 500 futures up 0.38%. Nasdaq slightly red. We're seeing a Dow Jones up 0.53, and the Russell 2000 is the best one out of the four indices here. It's up 1%. And IWM, we're seeing the small caps here, with a bullish bounce here, looking very strong. Nvidia here inching higher, 192.41, and Nvidia looking very strong. Another one I should have swung tried. I did buy this one yesterday, but closed it out. And sure enough, we're climbing higher and potentially going to break all-time highs within the next month. We had analysts give it another price target of 235, I believe, something like this. We're seeing financials here running up. The VIX getting hammered. Just be on the lookout. If the VIX continues to get hammered to around between 17 and 16, if this bear market, if this pullback continues, we can see, not bear market, but if this market will continue to go down, once it gets to around 16, 17, that could be caution for it to jump back up, and we'll see another pullback. If not, then that means this 3-day pullback was pretty much over. So once it gets back down here to around 17, 16, we're going to have to give it some days to see if that pullback, if that was the end of that pullback. We're seeing here SoFi. We're seeing some nice green across the board. Some good, decent action here. Schlumberger here, 28. We're seeing oil stocks too. Schlumberger there hit a low of about 26, now at 28, 25, about a $2 move there in 3 days. So we're seeing a nice move there. Go EV, Golden Nugget Online, Wish, also Vuzi. So we're getting somewhat of a move here. This is Berkshire Gray, RAAC, and now at 9. Hit a low of 840. Lee Auto, nice run here, 32.69. Tattoo Chef staying steady around 20. Helion here, 975. Then Livent Corporation now going towards 20. Nice move there. Microvision 1470. CCIV ramping up to 25. Make sure to vote today. You're in Excella and MMAT today. Let me see some of the trending stocks here. Neural continues to trend. Let's take a look at Neural. Wow, Neural up another 87%. 1886 out of Neural. Big move there. It was trending yesterday, and it continues to trend today. Microvast here, 1194. THCB here, also trending. DraftKings seems to be trending too. So we're seeing some of these gambling stocks getting a little bit of love today. Let's take a look at Neural here behind the scenes to see what is going on there. It's probably halted right now. I'm sure it is. Putting some trades today. I'm definitely being active today and putting some trades on here. Chipotle crushing earnings. Let's take a look at Chipotle. 1710 here. Big green candle. Massive run up there. This is one that I was thinking of shorting here, and thank God I didn't. This is why it's so hard to play the short side. This was gonna be my YOLO short just in case the market crashed, and I would have been 1,000% wrong. That would have been tough there. Chipotle there, 1709, huge move. American Airlines also moving back up, a huge move out of American Airlines. That is literally about a $3 move there. $3 in 3 days. Netflix was the other one that had earnings. This is a potential buy the dip there for Netflix. I think it missed on the guidance. So that's Netflix. Roku for 1350 there out of Roku. So I'm back on the grind here. Let's take a look at Excella. Excella, nice squeeze there. Opened at 272. Now we're at 305. Let's look at Carve here, another ticker symbol. And create here 385. Highly shorted stocks there. Let's take a look at Clove as well. 861 there. And the other one was MMAT. Also a little bounce there on MMAT. Not too shabby. So we do see a lot of green. We see Marriott here, vacation. So all that Delta variant scarcity, scare of and reopening stocks, selling off, just recouping, now back to normal. And it was basically a panic there. Carnival Cruise Line squeezing nicely from $19 to $22. And what a move there. So we see here S&P 500 back in late June. We saw a similar move here, about a 3-4 day sell-off, a big reversal, and then we ran up for about another month. Not saying that's going to happen again, but the pattern is very similar. And very similar here to May 12 here. This is when I have one of my signals there for the market there. Yeah, this was May 12 here, up here. And then we had a nice rally up until here. And we're going to have to wait and see if this is going to be short-lived here on this sell-off. So Neural's still here. It looks like it's still halted at 1886. Nvidia looking strong, coming back up 192. This could be potentially the dip of dreams there. Not gonna revenge trade, just gonna let it go for now. They gave it a new price target of somewhere of around 235, I believe. So I'll draw it in there. PaySafe, okay, PaySafe coming back up, 1056 off the lows at 980 now at 1056. Half point, nice squeeze there. Another one we're talking about, 944 around 945 hit the lows, and now at 11. So we're seeing a nice bounce here. Yeah, PR. Yeah, I don't like chasing either. It's not my style. Yeah, I definitely can. I mean, look at this monster. It hit 2450. Is it halted again? It's probably halted again. 2205. Halted once again. What a complete beast. Has a market cap of 12 million. So very much so uh, could potentially move higher there aggressively. We have 28 million shares already traded. Average volume is 28 million, so we already hit the 10-day average volume, and we're just about 30 minutes into the open. So I've been a little active today, putting some trades out there for sure. Good morning, Chris. Good morning. Neo moving up today too. Let's take a look. Today we're seeing some green here. So we're going to have to wait and see if this was a dip. Um, there's a lot of evidence there that we can potentially rally for the next few weeks. It's going to be tough because that was one short, fast pullback. And potentially we could see some action there. So just like clockwork, let's take a look at some technicals here. Uh, we had this pattern already repeated 3 times. So we had it here. Let me see if I can do outline. Probably not. We had it here. Just very fast, four day pullbacks, and potentially we're probably seeing the end of this one. I don't want to call it a victory yet, but it sure is looking like that. And once you have these pullbacks, you have a nice about 1 month rally there, a nice and healthy rally, pushing higher. So potentially we can see markets there push higher for about another month. We are seeing smaller caps being best of the action. Good morning, the great unknowns. Good morning. We potentially might see it's IWM, the Russell 2000 with the best of the action there. So we might get some of these stocks push higher, some of these SPACs get some of the best action. Let's take a look at AMC. AMC now at 45.70, squeezing very well there. Halted again, Neuro. Let's go. Let's take a look there at Neuro, $25. This is complete insanity. Let's take a look here at Neuro. 25.85 out of Neuro there. Neuro halted here at 25.85 for Neuro. Been very active today. Neural still here halted at 25.85. Let's take a look at some level 2 there for Mirror and Software. Nice move there out of Mirror and Software, waking up, opened up around, what is this, around 791. It's up $1 now and running up right now as well. Great day for you today, Chris. Nice. So Neuro here halted at 25. We're getting big volume here, Mirror and Software. We're seeing 661,000 shares traded in the last 5 minutes. Previously, we had 84,000, so we have literally about a 7x volume there on Mirror and Software. Nine ten out of Mirror and Software. We're gonna have to wait another 5 minutes to get the new candle here. No, it seems like another minute or so. New candle should be coming up here. Big volume coming. We don't have to wait to see it. We know that this candle is going to be bigger than the previous 5 minute one. 902. We're over here. Any notable line of resistance? We're looking more or less at 940. Maybe 925. We broke that 920 level. The next notable resistance 940, and then we do see some more at 946, 950. We're talking about Jivo yesterday. I think Jivo's making a move. We were looking at Jivo down here at the $5 mark, making a $1.48 move. So we're seeing nice action today. Nice. Smaller cap and IWM stocks feeling the love today. If the volume continues and we do see this rally continue, we do see some resistance here around 1050 on the dailies. Rafi, yeah, I did the same thing with Nvidia. I did the same thing. I bought the dip yesterday, but I lost confidence. I locked in losses like within 15 minutes because the volume was low in the morning. Obviously, things picked up afterwards, and I sold it for a loss myself. I had 10 contracts for about 2 weeks out. It's something I regret selling, but I'm just going to step away and go back to things I could afford with time. And so, not playing that anymore. I also had a position on coin. I bought it somewhere around here, around the 220 mark. I bought some options. I made some money intraday, sold it, but it had a nice gap up today. I should have. This should have been a swing trade. But same thing with Nvidia. I bought Nvidia yesterday, somewhere down here around 184, 185. Gave up on it. And sure enough, towards the end of the day, it ran up a little bit, and then today we're having a follow through. There was an analyst giving it a 235 price target, I believe. Visa bouncing very nicely. Monday, what was this? Friday, Monday, it hit a low of around 238. It's now at 245, about a $7 move there. So we're seeing financials with a slight run here. Wells Fargo, nice move there. 42 to 45, $3 move there. Neuro at 30. Wow. Neuro at 30, 42, halted again. Everybody's taking notice there of a Neuro. Complete savage, 200% up today. Massive, massive gains there. Incredible for Neuro. Insanity. Insanity out of Neuro. How do you prepare for this? How do you trade this? Halted again. Neuro now at 34. It's unhalted, and the action continues. Let's take a look there at Neuro. Yeah, there's no level 2 here. Robinhood, when it comes to these pumps, there's no level 2. Look at the spaceship here. Is it halted again? I think it's halted again. It seems like it's halted once again here at 34.10. Active morning, very active morning here. AF point here, 11:16. AF point also waking up and smelling the coffee. It's a good day for SPACs and small cap stocks here. Golden Nugget now also at 12, looking good. We're seeing a lot of action today. So Neuro continues to get halted every time it gets unhalted. It just trades for about 10 seconds and continues to get halted. So a lot of action here. MMAT is getting your money back right on. It's a good day today. Just be cautious there. But stocks are giving today. Nice move out of the Russell 2000 there. So Neural now at 33.41. It looks like it's trading again. Now it's pulling back. 33.41 there for Neural. It looks like it's halted again. 33.41. Oh, this must be a roller coaster if you're in it. Hard to get in, hard to get out. Continues to get halted. So CCIV did run up to 25 and now pulling back. NEO here at 46. We're seeing EV stocks coming back. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla here looks very similar to CCIV. Tesla here at 662. We're seeing some good action here. Li Auto 33.24. What a monster there. That's a nice move there. From 29 to 33. That's about a $4 move there. Great opportunity there. Gevo, big move there past 3 days. Looking good. Lex here making a nice move. Lex here at $11. Neural here, I think it's still halted at 33.41. Wow. Netflix continues to sell off. American Airlines, what a move there. Now at 21.39. Energy and financials being the leaders here. Seeing best of the action. Neuro still halted here at 33.41. No dip buying here. Big sell off. This is potentially goes back down to around 492. So now the action is slowing down. A little heated opening there. And now we're seeing a pullback. Canada Goose are seeing some options activity for the beginning of next year. Roblox had some action, options action for the end of this year for December. Some options activity for December. Neural still halted here at 33.41. So on which we see some resistance at 1050, some support at 10 and 990. So it might stay around here around $10 for the day. Neural here not unhalted, now at 25.65. Big sell off here now. And it looks like the action is over here for now. Let's take a look if there's some level 2 here out of Robinhood. Robinhood not good for these pumps. TD Ameritrade works every time, so level 2 not recommended for these kind of parabolic moves. I don't know if they do this purposely. I don't know, but it does not work when you have this kind of activity, which is extremely odd. But if you're a little bit more serious about these pumps, TD Ameritrade definitely has a much robust level 2 time and sales and information. It looks like it's halted again here at 25.65. So it's selling off 25.65 here out of Neuro. S&P 500 pushing higher. Same with the NASDAQ. Same story repeats here. Russell 2000 being the leader here. And the VIX continues to cool off, now at 1864. We are seeing a little uptick here on bonds. We're seeing a little bit of an uptick. So we did hit a low of like 1.13. And now we're up at 1.277. So just something to keep an eye on. Keep an eye out for here. Bonds are upticking slightly. We're still significantly lower 1 month out and 3 months out for sure. So the trend is still down. So we're just seeing a little bit of a uptick. And if we take a look at the 5-minute chart here on the S&P 500 futures, a solid uptrend here, just coming back to the 10-period moving average and continues to inch higher. So you can see a nice reversal here. We saw a low there, and then now we're going higher here for the NASDAQ. Tesla holding here in the 5-minute chart. You see some support around 659, so holding around there, 658ish. So now we're seeing a slight sell-off here. Things are pulling back. It just looks a little bit more aggressive on the 5-minute chart. This is the small caps here, Russell 2000. So it's just the Russell 2000 here that is selling off in such manner. Very nice move there out of AMC. Almost a $10 move there. Way beyond a $10 move. From 31.52 to 46, $15 move. Big gains there. If you would have bought that dip. And now Visa giving up some of those gains. And also MasterCard. Neuro here, no pulse, 25.65. Continues to be halted every 10 seconds. So this is Dow Jones, Russell 2000. We're seeing a slight sell-off. We'll see if we sustain these prices or if we go back down. Chipotle, complete monster here, 1735. Unbelievable. So now we're trading again. 28 here, or now we can see level 2. We can see some resistance here at 29. And we're seeing a bounce here. So we did see a sell-off here on the Russell 2000. We're seeing some nice bounce here. So might continue here. AMC now down to 42.60. Nice move there out of AMC hitting at 46. So I do have this like line of caution at 40. We did break below there to 31. I left it for dead, but big move there. It's still an extremely volatile name and a lot of opportunity there. And it's one force not to be reckoned with, and it has a lot of opportunity there. Neural, surprisingly, here holding now at 27. The volume is still there. People are buying it. Let's see here. So we're seeing now some resistance there at 27. So Marin Software here pulling back to 836. Potentially that was the action for the day. Carve at 18. CCIV here at 24.47. And just like that, it looks like the S&P 500 wants to go back to all-time highs. Potentially can see it by Friday or early next week if this momentum continues. Oh, let's take a look at some crypto here. Nice move there out of Riot. 29. Oh, I didn't know it came back down to 24. That's one I should have been looking since Monday, since the sell-off, to see where these stocks were at. That's a nice move there. $5 move. Beautiful, beautiful. This is one I didn't look at when everything was selling off. Mara there from about 20 to 24.76. Here, nice move there. $4 move. Wow, that was a good move there. I mean, there's still plenty to go. It doesn't mean it's over. Coinbase also getting an uptick. Let me check what this. Let me see where these crypto prices are at. We have Dogecoin at 19 and a half, almost 20 cents. So we're coming back to 20 cents. Ethereum, 1928, so almost 2,000 there. Litecoin at 116, and Bitcoin back up almost at 32,000, 31,800. So we are seeing some life here on the crypto side. Totally missed it here. That must have been a good. That was a good shot there. This little move would have been a nice move there. And it looks like Neuro once again is halted here at 24.44. This potentially could be a turn here for crypto and mining stocks there. This could be the beginning of another rally. Looks very interesting levels here for crypto miners. So Russell 2000 here in the 5-minute chart, pulling back again. So we're starting to see some chop there. VIX holding above 1850, currently 1857. So news slightly slow here. I'm not getting a lot of activity here. So this is the Russell 2000 here, smaller caps. Currently at 2215. VIX here now at 1861. So we're getting a little bit of a sideways trading now. We didn't have a super bullish open, but we did have a nice uptick. And now things are cooling off. So potentially see some more action pick up towards the middle or towards the end of the day. Yesterday, I wasn't too optimistic, but we did see a nice move towards the end of the day develop across the markets. Let's see if we can find some news. Nvidia pushing higher here now, 194. This guy's gonna go back. They gave it a price target of 235. Nvidia looks like it's gonna run back up here. What a complete monster. What's going on with Workhorse here? I see some options activity there. Workhorse now at 1179. Um, Nothing but negative news. But it is a momentum stock there. And seeing some, let's see, what is it that they bought? They're buying August 2014-50 calls there for Workhorse. I no longer have any. I had options. I did have shares at one point of Nvidia, but I sold off everything. And I did have some options expiring this week, but I sold them last week. So I no longer have Nvidia. I think I would have still been under. Let me see here. Yeah, I would definitely still been under. Yeah. So not at the moment. I stepped away from Nvidia. They did give it a price target of 235. So this has potential to run up to all-time highs to 235. I put it here. Not exactly sure how long it's going to take to run up there. But level 2 looks good right now on Nvidia. This looks very bullish. We do see some resistance at 200, and I don't have the kind of buying power I had, so I'm not gonna take any shots right now on Nvidia. I allocated my money to other stocks right now. I'm still bullish on it. I think this was a dip, a nice opportunity there, but it's just yeah, it's out of my reach for now. I'm just gonna take a step back. Don't want a revenge trade, so but just interesting to see. Everything still looks very healthy on it, and that was just a pullback there for another buying opportunity. Yeah, it's tough. I don't want to. Even though it looks good, there's new price targets. I don't want to do it for now. It was poor. It was poor money management on my side. I know that I had already made most of the move, and I was just being extra greedy there. It could have gone even worse, though. Actually, I had a lot of more on my account exposed. So, but yeah, now I'm now back on the grind. So slowly trying to work my account back up again. So yesterday, things were a little slow, and then the market ramped up towards the end of the day. So we'll see how the market does today. Same, yeah. I was overly confident. I mean, there's still momentum there. It's still good. It's still good. But just gonna take a step back and go back to some of my safer strategies. Not as exciting, but I just need to work my way back up. CX. This is one that I haven't. Non-energy minerals, construction materials. This is one that I haven't really seen here, but it is getting some bullish activity there. CX, and you're seeing a nice move there from 7:30 to now 8:15, almost $1 move in 3 days. Pretty decent there. So we are also seeing some bullish activity. SoFi right now 1551, pretty good. We're seeing some bullish activity on Square. So we're seeing bullish options activity there on Square 253.09. Let me see here. Another great name, and with this sell-off here, potentially has momentum to come back up to all-time highs. You have a small account. You have to wait until the end of the day to buy and get lucky the next day. I don't do a lot of day trades. Anyways, I'm more of a swing trader, but every now and then I'll take a stab on a day trade. If you buy something, you do a little bit of research, you buy something, and you swing trade, the gains are a lot better than day trades, unless you run into something like Neuro. Then that's a whole different story. But those are tough. Those are tough. I like to buy things that seem undervalued and just hold until it gets all the action. It takes a long time sometimes though, but yeah. So Neuro's still at 25.25. It looks like it's halted again. I wouldn't be surprised if it's. Oh no, it's moving. 25.43. Pulled back to 21.93. Now it's at 25.43. And Neuro here getting a little bounce after this pullback. So we might see a ramp up again, but definitely came to my 10-period moving average, just like clockwork. Super easy there. And you can have played the bounce there. That would have been a $5 move there. Microsoft today announced the acquisition of CloudKnox. Not sure who they are, but that's on the table there. Let's see Microsoft here on the dailies. Also bouncing here. Looking pretty good there, Microsoft. Neo also above 46 again. Neo looking very strong here. We need to see it close above again. And nice $6 move there from 40 to 46. Decent move there out of Neo. So here, level 2, we see some resistance there at 47 for Neo. But we do see good volume, so potentially could break through there. Li Auto has resistance at 34. Neo looking a slightly better there with the volume. Could you guys still see me? I had an issue there with my software. Everything seems good. Let me see here. Okay, it seems like everything's still working. Yeah. I had like my software reset here. I'm not sure what happened on my streaming. Okay. Oh, I lagged for a few seconds. Yeah, I had something restarting. I'm not sure why out of nowhere. But luckily it didn't cut. Thought it was gonna cut away the stream, so we're good. This is the Russell 2000 here. You got a position on SoFi yesterday. Nice. Let's look at SoFi. It's having a nice bounce today. 1545. Yesterday I think it hit a low of like around 15. It hit a low of 15, 14.94. So nice. Getting a little bounce. Potential turn here. And just give it a few weeks for it to ramp back up. So also Virgin Galactic looks like it's creating a bottom here. Not too shabby for Virgin Galactic. Nvidia now at 194.60. The VIX here dancing around 1859. Looking for some news here. Don't find anything too exciting. And we do have the NASDAQ futures continues to trend. A very nice bullish trend here. Upward momentum. Slight pullbacks, but overall extremely strong here. Slowly but surely. So we are seeing Mara here slightly pulling back 24.28. Also Riot just a little bit, but Coinbase holding. Coinbase just trucking a little bit higher slowly here. And Neural still here holding very nicely at 26.71. We're seeing here Neural some resistance at 27.37. and 28 and 28.50-ish. We're having some pretty sporadic volume there. So pretty difficult there. Low float. So we're seeing some pretty weird moves there, but still a lot of opportunity there. Things are once again feeling sluggish for now, but we'll probably pick up towards the end of the day. I'm going to call the stream here, guys. 1 second. Let me see here. I'm going to call it here. Things are a little sluggish. I appreciate you guys coming out here and joining me. I don't see any much news going on today. We are trucking higher slowly. We are getting a nice bounce. So it looks pretty good. If we look at the dailies, we are seeing some nice action here. S&P 500 coming back up along with the NASDAQ, Russell 2000, and the Dow Jones. So just keep an eye out here on the VIX. If it does come back down to around $17, that could be a breather for it to go higher. If it goes higher, market goes lower. So we have to be careful here. I'm going to call it here. Maybe towards the end of the day, again, it ramps up a little bit. But I don't see anything really exciting at the moment. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.